And one of the important things that you need to do is have proper site preparation. Because if you don't have proper site preparation, then you're going to have a lot of problems with invasive species. So you want to control these right at the beginning, so that it gives an opportunity for the native species to establish themselves fully before they have to deal with the pressure of non-native species. So the optimal planting time for most plantings is the early spring, so planting up until about June in Canada. In your country might be slightly different because in July and August we have less rain, so we don't typically plant in that season, and then again in September to October you can plant again. So you have to work with the different seasons, the rainy season, the dry season, so understanding when is the best time to plant your plants. Typically, if you plant in the fall and the winter in Canada, you're more likely to have a chance of what's called frost heaving. So the soil freezes and pushes your plants out of the soil. And if the plants don't have enough time to root into the soil, then they actually just pop out of the ground. I mentioned this before, but invasive species are really important because they can you can have a really great ecosystem, or you can have a very degraded ecosystem very quickly once invasive species take over. Things like Phragmites, reed canary grass, these different things establish themselves very rapidly, are very tall and dominate. So you want to make sure those are eliminated from the system before you establish your native plants in there, and if they do become established from another area, you need to eliminate them very quickly, or else you'll have an invasive species stand rather than a native species stand. So just consider that, and don't put those species into your mix. There's like irises and different things you can get from the garden store that aren't native, and they cause problems in the ecosystem. The native species don't utilize them, and they cause problems for them in the long run. So maintenance and long-term monitoring is really important. If you want to maintain the ecosystem, you need to get in there, remove the exotic species. Maybe you need in the first year to do some watering if your water levels drop, controlling your water levels to make sure it's optimal for the plants to grow, weeding if some areas don't work very well, replanting.